Hello everyone, welcome back to Beta Cards, and today I am going to do a deck profile on the Ichigo deck from Union Arena. Uh, about a month ago, um, Bandai announced that Union Arena is gonna get its English version, and the difference between the Japanese version and the English version is that instead of Code Geass, which is going to be one of the first sets, you got the English version is gonna get Bleach first before Code Geass. Um, the three first sets, if I'm not mistaken, for the English version is going to be JJK, Hunter x Hunter, and Bleach. So today I wanted to make a deck profile on some of the decks I have. Well, or some of the decks that I have in Union Arena for those who are getting into the English version may have a idea of of what how decks could be built, or what will basically some uh uh builds that they can look into before certain sets come out for a good baseline, since up to this point Union Arena has only been in Japanese, where here in the Philippines we play the Japanese version, and we're probably not gonna switch to the English version. But I'm gonna be making deck profiles on all of the deck that I have all of the decks I have on hand, so that people again who are starting English can have a baseline on decks that could be built, or like how some decks could build, and probably from there they could use it to build off. So how Ichigo works is you would take card how Bleach Purple works in general is you would take cards from your out, outside area and put it to your remove area, and that would usually it would retire units or minus power from their units. So I'm gonna explain how the deck works as it goes. So um before I start the profile, this deck isn't mine. I borrowed this from one of the people in my local playgroup. Shout out to them. I'm not gonna say who they are anymore, but thanks for lending me the deck. So let's get started. So first of all, we play four of the SR Ichigo from the main set. So this is the your main control raid of the deck, which its skill is on raid, mill the top two cards of your deck, then remove one card from remove any amount of cards from your outside area to your remove area, and for each card you remove, choose one of your opponent's frontline characters, and it gets minus 500 battle points. So um this is your main retire of the deck. This is your main, well, outside of your special, this is your main retire of the deck, which is the on play. You usually would remove 8 to remove a 4K from field. So it's just an on play, so it's a once. It just happens when you raid it, but it's really good for your control. Next is we run two of the Ichigo from the start deck. So the difference between this Ichigo from the Ichigo the SR Ichigo, is that this Ichigo gain is an active main, so you can activate it every main phase. You remove four cards from your outside, put it to the remove area, and you draw one, and again this gains impact. So this I'd recommend bumping this up. I'd recommend playing three, because outside of this you don't really have impact, but you do have a lot of retire in the deck. So running not running that many impact is okay, but I'd recommend bumping it up. Next we run four of the Rukia raid, which says on raid you draw three, discard two, which is your main engine card of the deck, and then its other skill is Discard a card from hand, choose one of your other characters in the front line, and gets plus 500. So it is literally just your engine card. The discard 2 really helps because you'd want to have a lot of outside cards in your outside for this deck. Next is we play 4 of the special. So its skill is on play you retire a card with 3000 BP, and if you have an Ichigo on your board, you retire a 5k instead of a 3k. So very standard for what specials do. Next, we run 4 final. Very standard. Nothing much there. Next is we run 4 of the 3 cost 2 energy. Now the 3 cost, yeah, the 3 cost Ichigo that generates 2 energy, and if I'm not mistaken, on attack it becomes 4k. Next we run 4 of the Rukia, which is skill is on attack draw 1, discard 1. Next we play 2 of I forgot his name, but 2 energy generator. Next we run 4 Auto Hibe, if I'm not mistaken. Is that her name? I forgot her name, but her skill is on play. Mill the top 2 cards of your deck. So again, engine piece. You need a lot of outside for this deck. Next is we play 3 of the on play bounce a 1 cost 1 1 AP cost 1 energy or lower back to your hand. Then finally, not really finally, but next we run 4 of the Ichigo color, which is on play check the top card of your deck. You can put it to top or put it to outside, so helps you mill and lets you check top deck. Then lastly, for level 0s, you run 4 of the draw 1, discard 1, 4 Ichigo, and 4 Rukia, which her skill is when she's retired, mill 2. So that's it for this deck profile. It's pretty quick since I'm a lot of this deck is just vanilla. It's not really there's really not much to think about how to play this deck. I mean, obviously you're gonna have to think who you're gonna retire, who you're going to activate the skills, who you're gonna target with specific skills. But that's pretty much it. It's pretty much straightforward. Um, I will be doing more. I have most of my decks are Code Geass, so I will have a lot of Code Geass decks and deck profiles, and a lot of them are already upgraded with the set 2 stuff since Code Geass set 2 in JP, where here in the Philippines, came out about a month ago. So there's that. What other decks am I gonna showcase? I'm also gonna showcase my Kimetsu no Yaiba deck, and I'm also gonna showcase my what's it called? Other decks that again I have a lot, so I'll be talking about those too, so that again it can help newer players get into the game and give them a baseline on how to build certain decks. So that's it. Thanks for watching. Please like and subscribe if you like the video, and I'll see you in the next one.